Mark and Morning, the most news in the morning, period. Weekdays 6 Eastern.
6 workers at a sugar plant near Savannah still missing after an explosion and fire last night. Dozens of people are injured, many of them in critical condition. Rescue workers are now searching the Savannah River for victims who may have been thrown into it by the force of the blast. Captain Matt Stanley is with the Savannah Fire Department. He joins us now this morning. Captain, what can you tell us? What's the latest on the search for victims here? Do you have any kind of an idea where these missing people might be?
We don't at this time. We are still searching for them. Fire operations are continuing. We've had boats in the river all night long, partly to shut down the river to keep private traffic, boat traffic from coming through, but also to look for victims. We have not had any reports that victims may have been blown into the river. The explosion was a considerable distance from the waterfront.
Right. So any idea where those reports are coming from then?
No. At this point, this is actually the first I've heard of that. We haven't heard it. We don't know where these 6 are at this point, but we are searching the buildings. We also, of course, are still searching the community to make sure that they don't turn up at area hospitals.
Right, yeah, because there's a possibility, I guess, with all of the chaos from that blast that they might have gotten out some other way. What is this? Can you describe the scene for us there on the ground?
Yes, sir. As I explained, the firefighters are still working the scene. This is a large factory-type building, tin, heavy wood construction on the inside, tin walls, tin roof. And it's several 100,000 square feet of buildings that are sort of tied together, some of them 4 or 5 stories tall. The blast area was sort of in the middle of this factory. It affected 3 or 4 large warehouse and mill-type rooms. Most of those buildings are heavily damaged and have had some collapse, so our crews are having a tough time getting in there.
How big was this blast? We received reports from eyewitnesses on the ground who say it shook the entire area.
It was a very large blast. As I understand, it actually shook homes in communities neighboring in South Carolina, which are, several miles away across the river. It was enough to certainly take some floors out of a couple of buildings or out of a portion of this building, and looks like a small war zone.
Yeah. Do you have any idea? Apparently there was a fire that started somewhere in that refinery. Do you have any idea what it actually ignited in that blast? We
don't at this point. The managers of the refinery believe that it may have been sugar powder. When that is aerosolized, it can get ionically charged and light off with just a bit of static electricity. It's very rare, but it can happen.
So that would be similar to those dust explosions that we've seen in grain elevators in the Midwest?
Exactly, the same sort of scenario, yes.
They could be very powerful. Well, Captain Matt Stanley, we'll let you get back about your business. Thanks for taking time to join us this morning. Appreciate it, sir.
Thank you.